Three, two, one, zero. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Whoa. Rock and roll. Son of a bitch!
Greetings, all. Greetings. Welcome to the show. It is Weird Science tonight. Yes, it's Weird Science, and I am the odd one, DJ Odyssey. Want to say hello to everyone who's made it into the chat so far. We've got Night Breeze stop by to say hi. We've got the Ambassadorial Wing. We've got Dandelion Fluff. We got Darren Wagner. We got Bird of Prey 5. Kapla Bird. We got Darth Pastor. We've got Josh Street. Yes, indeed. Making a woman on your computer and having her come to life to make your wish come true is every teen's dream come true. Yes, it is. And greetings to Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Now I'm going to throw the link into the chat if anybody would like to come on up and talk about Weird Science tonight, because, you know, it's weird and it's science. And it'll be a lot of fun. That's right, folks. Little Weird Science. What the hell can we say about Weird Science? Well, it came out in 1985. Written and directed by John Hughes. Starring Anthony Michael Hall. I am Mitchell Smith and Kelly LeBrock. Yep, with that new wave band title song. Written and performed by Oingo Boingo. Weird Science. That's right. What a film it was. And hello, Jeff Franklin. Welcome to the party. So, who wanted to be able to create their own girl? Mr. Lundell, did you?
I don't think it would have worked.
Well, it may not have actually been able to work, especially the way they did it. It was
Yeah.
still a good idea.
Yeah. The only thing I hate, there was no Kelly LeBrock nude scenes.
Well, it was made for teenagers. And here's the ambassador.
Good evening, Jim. Good evening. Good to see you, DJ. It's been a little while.
Hey.
Yeah, it has been. And I have to say, I am prepared for tonight.
Oh.
So you decided to take it off of your chest and put it on your head.
Mhm.
I don't actually wear one on my chest, but I figured it was fitting.
Of
We
course.
had to have a bra.
Of course you don't, GJ. Yeah, sure you don't.
Don't forget to connect the doll. Okay.
This thing would never fit on me. It'd never go around me.
Oh my God.
But it does fit the head.
Sure
We're
it doesn't, DJ. Like you don't have a spare. Hmm?
And look, I
Just-
could use it for ice. I'm a bug. Oh, wait a minute. That's 1941. Never mind. We'll do that one in the future. But,
Don't you mean the past?
well, I'm thinking of the scene where, never mind. But there we go. We've got the bra.
Oh.
See, they wore it too.
Yeah, but theirs are nicer. At least they look like
Yeah.
they've been cleaned. And Mr. Lindels, I love your guitars, dude. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm assuming you play.
I used to play. They're like decorations now. I've lost
I
the
know.
calluses. So
Oh no, I understand. But dude, those are beautiful. Not to mention your picture of Miraverse Uhura and the Defiant, dude.
yeah.
Very nice. Very
Thanks.
very nice. Much respect.
Fine. Anyway, let's get back to the movie. The whole
Yes.
plot was two nerdy outcasts. They get humiliated at the beginning for swinging over Ian and Max's girlfriends. These two dweebs.
Yeah, one who will go on to be one of the coolest Marvel characters in the history of forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was really annoying in this film. Really,
What
really
happened to the
annoying.
other guy?
Who wasn't annoying in the 1980s in a John Hughes movie? Who wasn't
That's true.
the main protagonist?
With
True.
those weird outfits
Jeez.
and weird hairstyles from the 80s.
Jeez,
No, hey,
he
that was high fashion. Okay.
he
that
was
was-
such
Now, I'm glad I didn't get caught up wearing that crap. Unfortunately, I did get caught up wearing Miami Vice shit. But
Oh, see, that's
Hey.
bad.
Okay. DJ, question: Crockett or Tubbs?
Tubbs.
Nah.
Crockett had the better car. Okay.
Yes.
And the
I would
5
agree.
o'clock shadow, that was, suit, no socks. That was the thing. Okay.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, I have not watched this in a long time. I'm currently watching it. I've just got to admit so I don't get DJ in trouble, but it's been a very long time since I watched this. But the thing I remember about it, this is like John Hughes's take on Frankenstein, essentially, except the
Yeah.
creature isn't a grotesque monster. It's a smoking hot babe.
Mm-hmm.
Meow, Moira.
That is true.
Hey,
Yeah.
Moira. I mean, if you really
Hey,
break
Jeff,
this
that's
down, this movie is essentially John Hughes' love letter to Frankenstein. Which,
Yep.
hey, right on.
Well, that's why it also had the clips from Frankenstein in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they were
You had-
watching the
you had-
movie when they came up with the idea to do that. In fact, I think, right? They were watching
Clips.
Frankenstein
They're watching Frankenstein. Plus, the beginning theme song even had the clip from Bride of Frankenstein. She's alive, alive.
And of course, you have buzz-cutted, bare-chested Bill Paxton in this as the older brother.
That is also true.
He
Ah!
was-
Don't do that, DJ, especially when the man's holding the gun.
yeah.
Well, you
Oh.
know, you can't help.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lundell, Ambassador, we almost did have a nude Kelly.
That is true.
Almost does not count.
We had her in the shower, though. Come on.
Yeah.
So if we kind of jumped ahead of ourselves because, first
Yeah.
they decide they're going to create, even with the Barbie doll.
Well, and let's see. That was the Weird Science TV series. Yeah, they actually did a TV series. So,
Yeah, we're not really going to cover that one tonight because, well, it's been too long since I've watched it. And I really don't have my hands on it right now to watch it. But it did have Vanessa Angel, which was, well, okay. She was the second best Lisa.
I never watched the television show.
I think I maybe watched one or two episodes. I do remember the actress who played Lisa in that version, Vanessa Angel, because she was also in Kingpin with Randy Quaid and Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait a minute. Was that? Yeah, that was Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was in lots of stuff back then.
Yeah, she was big. And then she got rather
Right.
small, sadly.
Yeah, she just kind of felt, well, so did Kelly. They all kind of just fell off. Not many really pushed on later, except for Bill Paxton and Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey.
Robert Downey
Jr.
Jr. Yeah.
Even though in the movie he was only listed as Robert Downey. There
Yeah,
was no junior. at that
He'll
point.
always be known as RDJ to all of us who love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so we go back and they decide they're going to create a girl, and for some reason they must wear bras on their heads for ceremonial purposes. I'm not sure why, but
Just cause. Why not?
and then everything goes crazy. Power surges.
Weird red clouds and lightning over their house.
Yep. And then the door explodes,
Mm-hmm.
and there's what you see.
Yep.
Every prepubescent and middle-aged man's fantasy staying in that doorway.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember talking to my uncle because, well, he was way old enough to watch this movie, and his comment to me when I asked him about Weird Science, he's like, "Yep, I saw it." I was like, "Well, what did you think?" He's like, "I thought she had a bodacious pair of tatas." Just such an uncle thing for him to say.
That's right. We can do double the pleasure there.
Oh, good grief! Don't you mean triple?
Triple.
Well, yeah, but double just because she is in the outfit. Boom, boom. Then we got her dressed up to kill in the middle.
Oh yeah, when they go to the candy bar.
That's right.
Kind of a callback to that scene in National Lampoon's Animal House where they go to that one bar out in the middle of nowhere. And
And like a lot of John Hughes movies, this one took place in Illinois also.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shermer, Illinois. There's actually a sign.
Yep. And they end up in Chicago after they make her because she decides that they need a night out on the town.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it looked like a fun little bar. I'm telling you.
I would go there. I might get a
I
few
would too.
looks. I might have gotten a few looks, but I would have gone there.
You probably would have been welcome.
I would have knocked back a few and listened to some good jazz. I mean, hell.
That was a blues club.
Yeah, it was blues.
Yeah, well, my bad. My apologies. Blues, yeah.
There was all kinds.
Somewhere
There
in
was all
heaven,
kinds of people in there.
Somewhere in heaven, my father's shaking my head, saying, "I taught him what the difference between blues and jazz is."
Well, no, one could not exist without the other, though. So
That is true. Yes.
And, well, you know, you could have been really accepted if you just walked in like this.
No, they would have looked at you funny and then said, "Get out."
yeah,
A middle-aged, fat, white guy wearing a bra on his head, they would have been like, "Dude, is he senile? You don't think he's senile. Get out. Our insurance can't cover you."
That's true.
true, very true.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, live at the Love Shack. Yeah, Thomas just walked in to see me wearing the bra on my head, so he's like,
Oh,
he's like, wow.
screenshots abound.
I know it's going to be some videos out there somewhere. Oh boy,
Yeah, you think?
yeah, especially if
Yeah,
you
it is.
rewind and sees the beginning part.
Yeah,
But they leave they leave that blues club, and that's when they go home, and you get the first meet chat.
Shit. Oh shit.
That's right, chat. And what can you say? Bill Paxton really does those kind of parts really well.
Yeah, but eventually he evolves out of them, thankfully. I mean, we get him as Morgan Earp. We get him as Bill from Twister. We
Yeah.
get him in a whole bunch of other really good stuff. So thankfully he moves beyond that.
Aliens.
Yes. Well, Aliens.
He was still an asshole in Aliens.
Well, he became an asshole in his last parts too when he was doing Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I never saw those.
Because that was basically the last acting jobs he was doing before he passed.
Live at the Love Shack, the bra over the head is an improvised astronaut head covering. You know what? That's not far from true. Because if you look at a lot of the astronaut helmets from back in the day, especially with the Apollo program,
Yeah.
it did look like a freaking brassiere.
Yeah, and Thomas is trying to get me to do it again and full screen it. No, I know what you're up to, Thomas. Forget it. I know what you're up to. No.
And to everybody that's in the chat, I think DJ put the link to the stream in the chat. So if you want to come in and join all the fun, so we can all pick on DJ while he's wearing a bra on his head, come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Really?
Please
Hey,
come in.
At least I was the one that had the guts to do it for this movie.
Oh, it ain't the question of the guts. I didn't want to show one of my wife's brasiers on TV or TV online.
Not like we got a super big crowd for this, so you would have been safe.
Still, no.
And that's right. Bill Paxton was the only one that was an Aliens, Terminator, and a Predator. Killed by all three.
Yeah.
He was in Predator 2.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He played one of the detectives that was working with Danny Glover's character.
See, I only remember Danny Glover from that movie. And what's his name?
Morton Downey Jr.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He played the tabloid television guy. Pope, I think his name was.
Dandelion doesn't even wear a bra on her boobs.
TMI.
No.
Oh, that depends now.
And hey, V-Star, good to see you.
Thank you, B. Not sure if she meant fly by or fucky by. I think it's fly. I did not have Jodie Whittaker's bra on. Knock it off. But anyway, so they come home drunk.
No, he had Brie Larson's.
Son of a bitch.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, it could be kind of because this thing is a little padded. It's a padded one, so I had to borrow it.
I am getting sick and tired of people ragging on Brie Larson's look. She is not that bad looking of a woman. Just because you all don't, just because you have no taste.
I'd take Kelly LeBrock today over Brie Larson.
Yeah.
That's your right. But I'm tired of people bashing on her. But anyway, back to the movie.
That's right. So they come home drunk. Chet decides to extort Wyatt for his silence. Then Lisa agrees to remain hidden for the time being. But she decides Wyatt and Gary are just extremely uptight and need to unwind.
Uptight? Okay, I'm going to quote another John Hughes movie. If you stuck a lump of coal up their ass, in a few weeks you would get a diamond.
That's true.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Especially after the guy bragging about what you could do and all his expertise with, I guess, imaginary women. He's bragging to Wyatt about all the things you can do. He was the most afraid when you get to the shower scene.
Yeah,
because because he said that he had that girlfriend in Canada.
Was it Canada?
Yes, it was Canada.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking he was singing somewhere like North Dakota or something.
Nope. It was Canada because I rewatched this movie yesterday just so I was brushed up on all the little details.
Okay. See, I have to rewatch a lot of these, but they're all on VHS, and they were bootlegs in the first place. So I'm afraid some tapes may break. But a lot of these movies I do have to rewatch.
But so they end up at the mall the next day, and well, of course, Max and Ian pour icy on their heads to embarrass them at the mall. And that's where Lisa decides she's going to step in and tell the two about a party at Wyatt's house. Which, of course, Wyatt has no idea is going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She figures that if the boys don't have enough balls to get this party going, she will.
Which is weird on just mentioning a party there, and all the people show up. But, of course, she has to go pick up Gary first. Bring him to the party.
Gary's dad's being a hard ass.
Yep, and she starts to explain how pathetic it is that he sits in the bathroom
and tosses
off to magazines, which completely throws his mother into a tiz.
And can I just say, I love Lisa's hair in this particular scene. It's awesome. That is quintessential women's 80s hair.
Yeah,
right there.
Yep, the big hair.
Big hair.
It's almost the Peg Bundy look right there.
No, that's not big hair. That's no moon. That's a space station size hair, but it's beautiful on her. It works.
The only thing missing is the flying V.
Yes.
That's a guitar age.
Okay. And of course, Gary's parents want to call the cops when she starts talking about the chains, dips, whips, chains, and whip, all that. And so she pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, and it turns out to be a squirt gun.
Yeah, but they didn't know that until they get in the car. And she explains that they won't know what hit him. They won't remember a thing. Of course, it went so far that his dad didn't even remember he had a son.
That was the fun. Those were the funniest scenes to me in the movie. Because she keeps showing him, this is our son, Gary. What are you talking about, woman?
Got no son.
Jeff Franklin, you're quoting the wrong movie, bud. That's from Spaceballs, not Weird Science.
Yeah. Or No. I was thinking when Harry met Sally, but that's I'll have what she's having.
Yes. Here's a man who knows his movies. Oh God!
Yep.
Oh yes! 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 I'll have what
Mr.
she's
L-
having.
Mr. Londell remembers more than I've forgotten. He
Oh,
just
I'm
remembers it all.
Not all of it, but some of it.
Close enough. Close enough. Oh,
Remember what my channel is now.
that's
Okay.
right. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies.
Mr. Lundell. I need to have you over on my channel sometime. I do a lot of retro stuff on my channel and everything, and you'd be a great guest to have on.
Oh, okay. Depends on my schedule since
Of course.
I'm back in the gainful employment game since COVID
Excellent.
is finally over in Texas. Thank God for
Oh,
the
you live in Texas.
yeah.
I've got family down there, and yeah, great it is a great state, and I'm glad to hear it's reopening and everybody's can get everything's
Yeah.
back to normal.
It's been reopening, so
Hmm.
Hello, not Ryan Johnson. Another one pops in.
I've been
First-
meaning to ask not Ryan about his icon. Is that supposed to represent his personality or not? If you remember that Muppet, how deadpan he was.
Live at the Love
Kelly?
Shack says Kelly was either, which was Lisa, the character. Kelly
Lisa,
was either the
the
original
original
Q
Q or
Sala.
something. I'm going to go with original Q.
Yeah, because she could manipulate things.
She could manipulate people. She could manipulate anything. She could create stuff out of nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with original Q. She was
She's
the.
also.
Go ahead,
You could
DJ.
also say she was kind of like a replicator.
No.
She could make anything
No.
and reprocess it.
Replicators have no personality. Q have personality. She has a personality. She's not a replicator.
Of course, the party starts winding up,
Hmm.
and the girls that they are in lust for show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll take the brunette. Okay.
Yeah. Back then, I preferred the brunette back then myself.
Sure, boss. You take the blonde. I'll take the one in the Toybin. If you both don't get that, okay, Mr. Lindell. I'm sure you get that.
I'm trying. Okay.
I'll give you the cast: Gene Wilder, Terry Garr, Marty Feldman, Madeline Kahn.
Roll in the hay.
Yes.
Young Frank. Okay. That was a Marty Feldman line. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Dang.
Played. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. Well, see, Halloween's coming up, so I'll have to rewatch it just because the Halloween's coming up.
Oh, I watch it at least 2 or 3 times a year. It's just that good. I don't care if it's Halloween.
Mhm. Yeah, well, it's a tradition with me. You watch the original Frankenstein, and then you watch a couple of Hammer Frankensteins, then you watch Gene Wilder's Frankenstein.
Yes.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
This movie is what would happen if Mary Shelley and John Hughes had a love child. And that love child made this movie.
It would be the kid's life story.
A darn good looking love child, but
yeah. I wonder what she look like now. We need a recent picture. Yeah.
Give me a minute and I'll look it up.
I can have it in a second.
Well, I can have it in less than a second.
Because she was, I think she married what's his name? The karate guy.
Because you got to remember, she's 60 years old now.
So?
And
Okay, I got it.
Why?
She still looks good. Okay, I'll screen share. I'll put this up in the screen share if you want to share it, DJ. You can.
Sure.
So.
She actually looks more like she could play Stifler's mom now.
Yeah.
She has actually aged extremely well.
Yeah. And you know who else has? I think Sybil Danning has as well.
Sybil Danning. Who's that? I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I
If
should know
she
that
was,
name.
if she was in the movie, she took her clothes off. That should
Jedi Bill is in the house. He asked the question.
Yes,
There it is,
Jedi Bill.
Bill.
Are you happy now, Bill?
Are you happy, Bill?
Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained? Oh man, what you disrespecting the Starfleet though, man? You know you. You should at least
Well,
take.
No, because I'm expendable.
Okay. Now we need a Klingon with a batleth.
That would
Well,
be Bird.
You've got
Bird is
Batleth.
lurking.
You've got
Yeah.
Batleth right behind you, and dude, that's sweet. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of skipped over the part where they do take a shower with her, but these little
Two morons.
scaredy
Have
cats.
the clothes on.
Yeah. Of course, I guess that is kind of good because that would kind of make it a weird thing. Two teenage boys naked in a bath shower with one woman. Yeah.
No, that's a woman who knows what she likes.
Only because
true.
she was programmed that way.
Well, she is evolving.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, she's evolving. So, and she's trying to get the guys to be more loosened up and like her.
That's true.
Eventually, get to a point where they don't give an F.
Mm-hmm.
Now that still takes a little while before they get to that point, because the party gets started and they go hide out in the bathroom.
Yeah, now they're talking with the two dweebs from earlier that were doing them, but giving them grief.
No, not yet. First, they're actually talking to the girls in the bathroom.
Actually, that's where I'm at right now.
They talk to them two in the bathroom first. They hide in the shower, planning that they're going to actually finally ask these girls out, and then they come up over the shower door, and it's the wrong two girls.
Yeah. Helga and Brunhilde.
Yeah, which really makes them slide right back down behind the door real quick. While they stand out there giggling. And that goes to the point. And then that goes to the point. That goes to the point with the two dweeb dudes that give them so much shit down talking to Lisa, trying to get on her, and they decide, well, let's go talk to Gary and Wyatt and see if we can trade our girlfriends for her. Which, that's kind of creepy. Trade in some girls for another one. That just makes it really bad.
Yeah.
You think?
So then they go and decide that they're going to try and talk them into it. Let's talk them into the trade. It doesn't quite go that way because they decide they're going to make another girl just for them.
But
it doesn't work.
They forget to hook up the doll.
The whole house goes haywire, which was kind of fun watching it because how did a damn piano fit out through the freaking chimney anyway?
Not to mention, they're watching the Munsters.
Yeah, and the one kid just magically appears inside the TV, and one of the guys from the blues bar. You got a couple of them from the blues bar running around being the bartender and everything else, and you got the one just sitting there laughing, changing the channel, and putting this poor kid through everything.
And everything's getting launched out of the chimney.
Even the poor blonde girl that was playing the piano after she loses her clothing first out the chimney.
Yep.
She just magically lands in the pond.
Well, it is John Hughes. He doesn't generally, if ever, have nudity in his movies. So,
yeah, there was a brief clip though of nudity when you're watching that spot. She does go topless when she flies away from the window.
Yeah.
It was really quick. You had to see it. It lasted even less time than SisOPrey in a towel, but it was there.
You guys, man.
oh, good grief.
But it was there. Us little eagle eyes checking that movie out all the way.
No, more
Kitchen
like
turned
dirty old,
blue.
more like dirty old man eyes.
No, I knew that was there when I was a kid.
Sure,
I was a teenager.
you did.
I was a teenager when this movie come out. You don't think I wasn't checking things out in this movie? And I didn't watch this movie over and over and over and over? Of course I did.
Of course you did. Every guy did. Everybody in the 80s watched John Hughes movies. Why? Because they were fun.
Yeah. And HBO played the hell out of them. So we watched them.
Yeah.
It was either HBO or Skinamax.
Cinemax.
I called it Skinamax because, Cinemax at night was really bad
Oh,
for youngsters.
I wouldn't know.
Well, actually, Friday
Why
night
does that not surprise me?
Showtime was worse.
Well, that's true.
That's where I saw all of the Emmanuel movies.
Well, that's where I saw the original version of Stargate SG-1 when it came out and it had topless scenes.
Yeah, I hate.
What?
Yeah.
The original Stargate SG-1, the first season, especially that first episode, there was topless scenes in it.
Yeah. Remember the female Air Force air person that they captured?
Vaguely.
They showed her topless in the original run. They re-edited everything when they went to regular cable, so you don't see it anymore. But the original one, she was topless.
Yeah, when
Okie
was testing her to see if Guaul would merge with her.
Okay. Giant Bell 797. The gratuity was the best thing about the 80s.
That's right.
Porky.
Even though I had to be older by the time I got to see it, particularly with the first couple of Police Academy movies. The crazy thing was, I remember going to see Police Academy in theaters with my mother and my.
The fun thing, though, during this party is when Grandma and Grandpa show up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And they're trying to chase everybody out of the house. Hitting people with his Rex Harrison hat.
That's right, his Rex Harrison hat, beating on him. And she comes in and tells him, "Don't be beating people with your Rex Harrison." And it's just that English accent on her, too, that just really makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kelly LeBlanc. Number one, right back in the 80s.
Followed by a close second by Phoebe Cates.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then followed by, actually, no, strike that. Third was Phoebe Cates. Second was, The blonde woman from National Lampoon's Vacation, the first one. Christy
Beverly
Brinkley.
D'Angelo.
No,
Oh,
Christy
Christy,
Brinkley.
no. Nah, I like Beverly D'Angelo over Christy Brinkley.
Were you on drugs?
Nope.
No,
I just like Beverly D'Angelo better.
Bev was kind of cute now, but
I'm not saying she wasn't cute. It's just like Beverly D'Angelo over Christy Brinkley.
Yep.
well, see, Beverly is she's approachable. Christy Brinkley, that would, you'd be kind of leery to approach her.
I can see that. Of course, I'm fearless. I wouldn't care.
But then you get the fun part. Lisa tells Wyatt that his grandparents are there and takes him down and finds they're frozen.
They're suspended animation in a closet.
Yep. They're not aging anymore and they're really happy. Really happy.
What the hell? I forgot about
But
this
of course, Gary and Wyatt are still chicken.
Yeah.
So Lisa decides needs to spice up this party with some danger.
Yeah, the biker guys.
Okay. Straight out of Road Warrior.
Yep. Yep. I recognize that guy. He was the one at the very beginning on the motorcycle with the other guy.
Yeah, he was the gay guy.
And then, of course, you have the one over there on the left side that appeared in a lot of movies.
A lot.
Any type of B horror, sci-fi, he was in it.
He was even in a few episodes of Star Trek TNG.
Yep. He was in a hell of a lot of things.
Yeah.
He was like a big time, I hate to use this term, but a bit player. But he was a good bit player.
Him and Richard Mole from Night Court.
Oh, man, don't get me started on Night Court. Man, I miss that show.
But that guy's name is Michael Berryman. And
yeah, because he likes to he buries many men.
And he's still in a ton of movies right now.
That doesn't surprise me.
He's listed post-production for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies right now, all the way up till 2022.
Damn.
Wow.
Huh.
He was even in a few episodes of Z Nation, and he's been everywhere.
Yeah.
I swear he almost had the exact same haircut from War Warrior that he did in this, except the mohawk's a little bit lower, just a little bit lower.
But he was in stuff like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Devil's Rejects, The Hills Have Eyes. He's been in some good movies.
Yeah, he did a Schwarzenegger movie too. The one with Ray Don Chong.
Oh, Commando.
Yeah.
I just watched that the other day.
But he was in Beastmaster 2, Star Trek 5. He was one of Cyborg's warriors in Star Trek 5. Next Generation, Star Trek 4, he was a display officer in The Voyage Home.
Yeah, that's where I remember him from.
His first movie was Doc Savage, The Man in Bronze.
I remember that movie.
1975.
I remember seeing that movie in like reruns on a weekday afternoon movie.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, I'm old.
He even played the devil in 2 episodes of Highway to Heaven.
Dang.
Says the youngest guy in the chat.
But yeah, so they have to face off against these Road Warrior esque.
What would you call them? Apocalyptic bikers.
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't just the bikes right outside the house when they first crash in through the window. You can see a vehicle sitting outside that looks
Mhm.
like one from the Road Warrior.
Yep, very much. Believe it or not,
Is the
I
one-
only go ahead, DJ. It's okay.
Oh, you go ahead.
What I was going to say is, I actually watched the Mad Max movies backwards. I watched Road Warrior, then I watched the original Mad Max, and then I watched Beyond Thunderdome.
That's pretty
And
much how I watched them too.
And the crazy thing is, and I may get some flack for this, Thunderdome is still my favorite.
The Road Warrior is still my favorite, then Thunderdome, and then the first Mad Max.
Now, question, what about Fury Road?
Fury Road, I put above the original Mad Max one, but I still like the Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome better.
I don't see how Fury Road fits into the world, the universe, because okay, that's the same car, but when was it taken from him and painted silver, and when did he get it back and refurbish it? Okay, see, because it was destroyed in Road Warrior. So when does Fury Road take place? If you want to look at it canonically,
I think, honestly, Mr. Lindell, I honestly have no idea, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if they give a timeline for the Mad Max movies, except for the original 3 at least. I don't know when Fury Road's supposed to take place.
yeah. See, that's the problem, because you know the Mad Max, that's pre-war, and you got Road Warriors post, and so it's Beyond Thunderdome. All those two are post-apocalyptic. So where does Fury Road fit in there? That's the question I have.
Well, there is the theory that, and this is a theory, but it's one that a lot of the fans of the series hold, that after the first Mad Max movie, everything else is just in his head.
Well, see, I just looked it up, and apparently Fury Road is supposed to be before Thunderdome.
Really?
It's supposed to take place a few years after the Road Warrior.
Okay. Well, that could
He
make
doesn't have the interceptor then. He lost it before that.
Yeah, because didn't it get destroyed? I thought it got destroyed, or
Yeah.
yeah, it got destroyed partway through Road Warrior, and he was driving the truck, I think.
Yeah.
And he ended up on foot. But
Correct.
he didn't have the interceptor. No, he had the interceptor in Beyond Thunderdome.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No,
He had camels and
a wagon.
A wagon, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the wagon was part of the car because he had a canopy over the car because he had to sit there when he went into Thunderdome first. They were going to refurbish it, and he had to shut off the bomb in it first.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, I remember that part.
No. That wasn't Thunderdome.
Yes, it was.
Yep, it was Thunderdome.
Yeah, it was right when he came into Bartertown, and he's talking with Master. Master Blaster.
He walked into Bartertown. Okay.
Yeah, but the car was stolen before he got to Bartertown.
That was Oh God, let me see. That wasn't the car, was it? That couldn't have been the Interceptor.
No, because if I remember correctly, the Interceptor got destroyed
It
in
was
the Road
destroyed
Warrior.
in Road Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, it was destroyed in Road Warrior. He no longer had the Interceptor. He had the camel and the wagons and everything in Beyond Thunderdome.
Probably, I think he had to have one of the cars from the gang that tried to take the truck. Remember, there were three. There were several cars that were just wrecked.
That's a
Or got-
possibility.
That
Yeah,
had
that's
you
a
know
possibility.
because what was his name? Picked him up. The guy with the gyrocopter.
The gyrocopter pilot,
Yeah.
played by I can't think of the actor's name now, but he's
Bruce
Wayne.
Bruce Spence, because
Spence,
he played the train man in Matrix Revolutions, and in the extended cut of Return of the King, he played the mouth of Sauron.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, Carlos, we know it's not weird science. Let's get back on.
We're getting yelled at. We're getting yelled at.
Hell, you know just as many movies as I do, man.
Well, I came from a very diverse. I came from a very eclectic background when it came to media and pop culture and stuff.
Yeah.
I've watched everything from black and white to modern and
Same here.
everything from A movies all the way down to what you would consider maybe C or D movies.
So they forgot to hook up the doll.
Yeah.
Thomas Potts, shut up.
It goes through a Pershing missile that comes up in the house. Then they deal with the mutant biker gang crashing the party.
Yeah, and now they're talking. Then they get to finally get the guts to talk to the girls.
Yep, and they actually get the girls.
Well, of course, it's a John Hughes movie.
Yeah. They sort of kind of get the girls.
Yeah, but we never find out what happened to the two a-holes because they just all of a sudden disappear from the movie.
Again, it's a John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
I know, but still, they could have said something there. That the girls.
But what's the point?
All that.
Look, we probably have to wait for a director's cut because he fixed that some kind of way. It hit the floor. It hit the cutting room floor.
Oh, Darren's in here now too, and he says, "Same mutant biker gang from the hills have eyes."
Possibly. I've never actually seen The Hills Have Eyes though.
Neither have I.
But I do know that poster, and I think they used the guy's eyes or anything, the one weird-looking guy for the poster.
Yep.
Because I think he actually appears in it as one of the killers.
Okay.
Jeez. Well, the house is wrecked. They're screwed.
Yeah, they got a missile through there. Everything's thrown outside. The kitchen's blue, and they have the girls going.
Here
comes Chet
with a shotgun.
Yeah. Now we can do the chat. First, he wakes up. Gary, Hildy.
Oh, he's been hunting. He's a hunter.
Yeah, he was out hunting, getting a duck.
Those are those ducks or are those? Yeah, those are ducks.
Yeah, he got a mallard duck. Not sure why he wanted to eat a mallard duck, but hey, he wanted a mallard duck.
Maybe because they taste good. Who knows?
But before he finds them, he goes and checks his own room, and it's snowing.
Like, and that expression on his face, like, what the hell's going on here?
Because the whole time he's marching to his room, he's sitting there. He goes, he won't kill him if his room's okay. He won't kill him. He'll just maim him. And that's when he flings the door open and it's snowing. There's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow in his bedroom. He finds Gary first, and then he goes and breaks down the door and finds Wyatt. And
It
I'm not
makes them
sure who.
talk.
I'm not even sure whose bedroom that was because it looked like a girl's bedroom.
A nice greasy pork sandwich. What in the world does that have to do with anything, Kronos?
Well, that was a line earlier in the movie when Chet first got it, found him drunk.
You missed the best part of that line, which was served in an ashtray.
That's right, served in an ashtray.
Yes.
You know, we're not perfect. We're not going to get all the lines in order.
No, we're just gonna get the best ones.
That's right, and we're having fun with this movie because, well, we can.
Yes, we can.
And that's when
Yes, we can.
they all get taken down to the kitchen, and that's when Lisa steps in and decides that she's going to have a talk with Chet while the boys take the girls home. Which, of course,
and this I cannot wait to see.
that's right, because Gary, on the way to taking the one home, drives past his parents where he still can't remember who the hell he is, and his mother's going nuts. That's Gary! That's our
Gary!
son!
Gary who?
And then he can't read speedometer right. Thinks he's going 35 miles an hour when he's flying down the damn roads and gets into a cop chase.
So that was 35,000 RPMs is what he read.
Oh, hell.
So now you got him flying through the streets with the cop after him, driving like he's a professional. Even though
driving like he's Elwood Blues.
that's true.
Because
It would be
Elwood Blues
kind of
because Elwood Blues behind the wheel of a vehicle, he is king.
Yep.
It's sheer genius is what
Even manages to get across the railroad tracks before the train goes and the cop can't follow him.
Yes. They can play a mean harmonica.
That's right.
Yep.
And if you can't figure it out, Blues Brothers, the original, is one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah. Just you watch that's one of the movies you watch for the soundtrack. Plain and simple.
The soundtrack, I do not acknowledge the second movie. The second movie does not exist.
True.
I'm sorry, I like the second movie.
We can no longer be friends.
Yeah,
your nerd card is revoked.
Yeah.
Because
You are expelled from the Geek
the
League.
soundtrack to the second
you are
movie
banned
was almost
for
as
all
good.
time.
The soundtrack to the second movie was almost as good.
No.
No.
The
Hell
first one, it was
Classic.
everything
Classic.
before 1969, I think.
Oh, come on. Aretha Franklin in there singing in the second movie. That was just awesome.
No. You're outnumbered. Give it up, DJ.
Never give it up. But Lisa is back alone with Chet, and she decides to
turn him into a toad.
A big toad. Still with the flat top, though. He still has the flat top.
And all kind of ooze is coming out of him.
Yeah, green ooze everywhere. It's just coming out of him like a dang pimples.
He's Chetty the Hut.
That's right. Chet the Hut. Chetty the Hut.
Chet the Hut.
Except without the charisma and the sex appeal.
And he had to apologize.
Yep. Had to apologize to the boys for treating them and extorting them and
being just a pleasant, generally unpleasant dude.
He was an older brother bully, yeah.
And that's right. He does fart while he's in that stage too. RR's laughing. But you know, the boys are on their way back after getting their kisses
Hmm.
from the girls.
Yep.
Of course, they're not like this.
Well, obviously.
Why would they want to be like that?
They got the girls now.
They've got women now, huh?
Yeah, they don't need to. They don't need to make women have thin hair, and they don't need to wear bras on their head. I'm like a middle-aged grown man sitting in front of a webcam. I'm sorry, DJ. I feel like I'm throwing a lot of shade at you tonight.
Mr. CCDV is like, I ain't wearing no bra on my head now. Now.
Okay, I'm gonna say the girl and everything that the little brunette and everything. I think she's actually cuter than the other one, the blonde.
The brunette is cuter by a long shot. There was just something about the blonde. She looked typical blonde, you know, airhead.
She wasn't bad looking. It's just I don't know.
No, and she did a lot of movies. The blonde did back then. She was in Remo Williams. She was in Return of the Living Dead, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Return of the Living Dead. I actually remember. Oh man, they actually have that on a couple of free streaming services. I actually watched it recently. I forgot how cheesy and bad it was, but at the same time, I'm like, oh man, this is so good.
I actually liked that movie, but now story that my brother borrowed some of my VHS tapes when he had small kids. He showed that movie to my nephew. And he was telling me how he wanted to bite his sister in the head. You know, I'm like, you showed that to him? Why did you do that? Because the nephew, he was like 3 at the time, you know. I don't think, you know, and I'm like, a 3-year-old should not watch that movie.
Of course, the brunette. Now, the brunette was in like Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then she just basically went to like TV shows afterwards. She hasn't done anything since 2016.
Wow, you've kept track of her, haven't you?
Yeah.
You dirty old man.
No, IMDb is his friend, I guess.
That's right. Because the blonde hasn't done anything since 2010.
Jeez, dude. Don't you have anything that's better to do with your time?
Turning into a dirty old man.
I've just looked it up right now.
Still.
Jeez. Son of a bitch.
I beg your pardon. My mother is not a bitch.
Oh no, not you.
My ex-wife is.
Anyway, let's get this to the end so we can wrap this one up.
Oh, why? This is fun. We can go for another 71 hours.
Well, no, I'll stop the stream on this one and restart a new stream, and then we'll just talk about movies in general.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah. We're trying to keep this episode to just weird science. We failed miserably on this one, but
you think?
Now, which one of the girls got kissed and got a butt squeezed at the same time?
That was the brunette.
That was the brunette. Okay.
And the only reason why she got the butt squeezed was because Lisa did it to him.
Yeah.
And she was teaching him how to kiss. And apparently he got a little out of hand during those scenes when they were filming that. And Kelly LeBrock had to put him in his place because he was getting a little too handsy. Filming that.
Well, at least he was straight. So let's face it, we'd all kind of get, you know, a little bit overjoyed kissing Kelly LeBrock.
But they get back, the cars disappear.
Yep.
They find Chet as a toad.
You mean Chetty the Hut?
Yeah, Chetty the Hut. They go and find Lisa, who is dressing up in a really conservative outfit, like she's going for a job interview. Where she informs them that, well, it's time for her to go. That things will work out for them now that they have girlfriends.
Yep.
And the whole house starts cleaning and everything's flying back in. Though we never figure out what happens to Chet's the grandparents, because
Yeah.
are they still locked in the closet or what? But his parents are coming home while all this is flying back into place.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
just
disappears. And the next shot that we see of her. Where is that? Oops, did I forget to load that? Yes, I did. Anyway, it goes to back to the high school, actually. And all these teenagers, high schoolers lined up for gym. And here she comes walking in and tells them, drop and give her 20. Now, I'm sorry. What kind of school is going to let their physical education teacher dress up like that?
One that can control the minds of every man, woman, and child she comes across, pretty much.
yeah.
or Kuroga high schools. Bird of Prey would allow us. Bird of Prey would
There
allow
is no
us teachers to
Kuroga.
dress up.
Kuroga
Well,
does
there is
not
a
apply here.
But
Kuroga does
I'm
not
just
apply
saying.
here.
Well, you tell Bird that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Bird, Kuroga does not apply here.
But you could see him. You could see him allowing his teachers to dress up like that.
Yeah. I would not admonish her for dressing like that.
I see that in the song and pops in my head is "Let's Get Physical."
No. Kronos. Well, hello, nurse. I do that way too well.
Mr. CCCDV says the
Yes.
best schools would allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bird pops in with his comment. The sun never sets on Kuroga.
Yes, it
And-
does.
And she's hired.
Hired.
But that's the end of the movie.
But hey, DJ, you think you could get Kelly LeBrock off my face? Thank you. Says no man.
That's the first guy I've heard complain.
No man has
about
said
Kelly.
ever.
Why on God's earth would you not want Kelly on your face?
Here, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I did not give consent.
All right,
Hey,
let's see if Mr. Longell complains.
Never.
Mr. Londell's not gonna complain about that one.
Oh no. I'm just glad she's not married to Steven Seagal anymore.
Oh, she was married to
Steven.
Steven. She was married to Steven Seagal.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was married to Steven Seagal. That fat ass, no talent, pudgy
Yeah.
puke pot.
There you go.
No
Bird
talent
can see the bra.
karate guy that collects guitars. Yes.
Get the bra off your head. For the love of God.
See now, some unsuspecting woman has got you on her death list now.
Probably.
Because she
There's probably
recognizes,
more. There's probably more than one, but you know.
she recognizes that, and she knows who took it off the clothesline now. Okay?
He wasn't fat when they were originally married.
No, it was actually like at the height of his career too.
Yeah.
He thought he won the jackpot. He didn't have to work out anymore.
Shermer
got
High
away from him.
School. Shermer High School.
But that is weird science.
Weird science.
You forgot one important part.
Uh-oh. What
Boingo, boingo.
Yes.
It was this song, Dead Man's Party, and the one that they did Dead Man's Party for the Rodney Dangerfield movie. They only had like a couple hits.
And can I just say, the names in this movie have got to be some of the most 80s names in ever.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
you
think
had
about it.
Gary, Lisa, Wyatt, Chet, Deb, Hillary, Ian, Max.
I mean, jeez. And of course, he had the fourth wall break at the end by Lisa, and you're like, yes, perfect.
And then you had like the biker girl. Then you had Metal Face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you forgot who was which one of them stared down Metal Face?
Which one did Anthony Michael Hall play?
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
And then you have the bald guy that's like, please don't tell I'm a teacher.
Resolute Germ, what are you smoking? Sorry, Kelly LeBrock, Vanessa Angel. Well, now wait a minute. Kelly LeBrock or Vanessa Angel? I leave it to the other statesmen of the stream.
Kelly.
Well, I'm going to throw a picture up of Vanessa Angel during the Weird Science time. So then we'll definitely have a comparison.
Oh, crap. Joe Biden's in the stream. Everybody hide. Run away. Run away.
There's Vanessa Angel.
No.
Yeah. Kelly.
Yeah, I remember seeing the ad in every comic book I owned in the 1980s or 1990s, rather.
But let's see what Joe Biden has to say.
I don't think he said anything. I think he said
Oh,
anything.
no. He sent me a donation and he says, nice hat. Where did I get one? Oops, I have something to do right now. But what is it? I remember I'm accepting the Science Award.
No,
Number 22.
It's called the Democratic National Convention, which nobody's watching.
So he wants number 22. So here we go.
I'm trying to send a distress signal. Stop talking about doctors.
I'm a doctor. I'm the doctor.
I'm the doctor!
No, Doctor, I'm the doctor, and I say that you're not fit.
You may be a doctor, but I'm the doctor.
The original, you might say.
The definite article. But probably not the one you're expecting.
Interesting.
Yes, I have my own super chats.
There's only one doctor in that little clip.
Tom Baker.
Yes, Tom Baker's there, my number one, but I threw in the other doctors that I personally liked.
Yeah, I like all the doctors, but Tom Baker will always be my doctor. As I said on a stream earlier today, I have a Funko Pop of him. I even got the Funko Pop TARDIS.
I got the Funko Pop TARDIS.
And no, DJ, it doesn't have any eyes on it. So
It doesn't count.
Jeez. Well, I think we went as far as we could on this.
well, it's a pretty well. Honestly, DJ, it's a pretty straightforward movie. There's not a whole lot of subtext to it. I mean, it's a come-of-age story. It's in the 1980s. It's John Hughes. It's got a bunch of preps. It's got a bunch of motorheads. It's got a bunch of geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. We all love it. We all think he's a righteous dude. And actually, go ahead, DJ.
I was just going to thank you both. If you had something to plug, go ahead and plug it. I'm going to end this stream, and within 1 minute, I will have a new stream up to where we can talk about anything and everything.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mr. Lindell, please.
Okay. They all know my channel. Movies in the public domain. It's from the brilliant, sublime, to the utter terrible. Tomorrow night, 8:30 Central Time, live reaction to The Devil's Reign.
Ooh.
Starring Ida Lupino, Ernest Borgnine, and our favorite captain, William Shatner.
I think I remember seeing that once upon a time way back when.
Yeah. I'm doing a live reaction. Hopefully, Mr. CCDV will join me again. We had fun doing that with the
CCDV is awesome.
Yeah, we had fun doing it last week with House on Haunted Hill. And so he just, I don't know.
I'm assuming you're talking about the
Vincent Price.
Original.
Yeah.
I have that on. I actually have that on DVD. I do. I have that on DVD. Oh man, I feel bad missing that because I love the original House on Haunted Hill. I remember seeing it as a kid with my when Blockbuster was a thing and they had a Blockbuster and I was like,
oh yeah.
Well, we can talk about this on the other stream, but real quick for my channel, don't have anything going on tomorrow. I've got a couple of projects I'm working on. I'm doing I'm doing one live stream, but I'm putting together my thoughts and comments for it first before I go live with it. And I'm working on another one that's actually going to include a fan fiction, which I'm going to be finishing up here before too long. I'm going to try and have those out before the month is out. But Saturday night on my channel at 7:30 Central Time, I'm actually going to be discussing something that our most gracious host, DJ and everything, discussed a few weeks ago. I'm going to be talking about the V miniseries from 1983 and 1984. And
oh yeah,
DJ and Mr. Lindell, if DJ, I think you and I talked about this. If either one of you would be interested in being a part of that stream on that panel, I will send you the links for it if you're free. Because if it's just me, it's going to be kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, if DJ, Mr. Lindell, if you're free,
this Saturday,
at 7:30 Central Time. Mr. Lindell, are you on Twitter by chance?
No, I don't tweet. That's
okay.
That's such a child jungle. I stay away from it.
I understand. What I can do is I'll
let me see.
Are you on any social media at all?
Well, okay. I have a Facebook page.
Okay. Okay. If you want to send DJ the link and he can send it to me and I will connect with you through Facebook and we'll go that route. Would that be all right with you?
Yeah, we can. Or, another way. Okay. Hit the description of one of my posts on my channel. I've got an Outlook email address.
Okay.
You can
Actually,
get it that way.
yeah, actually, email would be fine. I'll email you the details and I'll email you the link. That'd be perfect. We'll just do that right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
Okay, the link for the next stream is already in the chat. I'm gonna end this one, hit go live for the next one.
okay,
And we
hold
can
on.
all meet there.
In 3, 2.
1. We're out of here, folks. See you over on the next stream, which is going live in 10 seconds.